Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Disney and Devney. And guys, welcome to another Decorate With Me video. This one is St. Patrick's Day. So I went ahead and I decorated the entire shelves already. You're going to see a lot of the stuff made its way back this year. I'm sure a lot of these bags you guys have seen. But there are one or two pieces that are new in my collection. And there are a couple pieces that have been omitted. Like for example, Merida's castle did not make it back this year. I know. And then there's a few that did not make the shelf, but did make the honorable mention. And you're going to be shocked to see which ones made it and which ones did not make it. So if that's something you want to see, let's go ahead and get started. So this very first shelf right out the bat is of Merida and her mom and her little brothers. So let's go ahead and take a closer look of this shelf. So here we have, for the third year in a row, this beautiful floral backpack of Merida riding her horse Angus. This one is such a favorite. And then paired next to her is Merida's brothers, Harris, Hubert, and I believe Hamish. They are bear cubs, and together they just complement each other as all in the family. And then in the center we have Queen Eleanor, Merida's mom, as a bear with her crown. She's always the protective mom, and she's always there for Merida, whether she is in true form or in bear form. And I thought together this just makes it all in the family. Next up, we have the fan favorite of Tiana's shelf with her crown. So first up, this is a brand new backpack from this year. This one is from the Princess Stained Glass series. It is gorgeous. It was an Amazon exclusive and it sold out so fast, but I was able to get it in record time. And next to this one, I have the fan favorite of The Princess and the Frog with Tiana's. This is a lenticular bag. You see her here with her signature colors with green and yellow. This one is such a gorgeous bag, and together they just complement each other. Then in the center, I decided to go ahead and put this sign that says Happy St. Patrick's Day to just tie in the shelf. And then at the bottom, we are finishing it off with Tiana's crown. In the center, you see a picture of her, and all around the stones are engraved with purple and also her signature green color. And then now this next shelf, I like to call it a little bit of magic, because we have here the Peter Pan Loungefly with the coin purse with a picture of Tink in a keyhole. And then it is paired with this adorable Tinkerbell cosplay bag with pom-pom at the very top. And then to the side of it, I decided to bring back again this Tinkerbell light up lantern. It is such a favorite. This little lantern lights up like a firefly and in a window pane, and it is such a cute piece. And so now making it back again for the second time in a row is this beautiful Princess and the Frog bag. This shelf is so pretty. It reminds me of the swamp, so I like to call this one Tiana's Bayou. And so we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the pieces that have returned again for this shelf. So here we have this cosplay of her beautiful face. This bag is adorned with her lily pad, her flower, and the colors of her dress. And then I paired it with this beautiful Tiana on a lily pad figurine. This one also made it back again. I believe this is the second or third year in a row this figurine has made its way back, because it is such a favorite. And then in the background, I have these pillow top green mushrooms. They come in 3 different sizes, and all of them just ties in the New Orleans bayou. And so now my next shelf now is all about Tinkerbell. So these pieces have made their way back again for the second time in a row. So first up, we have this beautiful Tinkerbell backpack with her wings that are sticking out in the back with a little bit of blue embroidery. She is sequined out from top to bottom in this beautiful green. And then I paired it with this 4-leaf clover. And then I had to bring back this beautiful figurine of Tink. This is a Couture de Force figurine. You see this is this Pixie pouting going on. You see her dress is made from leaves design. She has sparkling fairy wings. She has jewels in her belt, jewels in her shoes, jewels in her hair tie. Her Her dress is like a high, low. It is just a beautiful piece from top to bottom. And let me turn her around so you can see a little bit in the back of how it looks. And then her updo as well is so pretty. So yes, you can see now why this made its way back again for the second time in a row. And next now is my Frodo shelf, Lord of the Rings. So we have this adorable cosplay that brings the Shire to life. So here we have Frodo's outfit, which is a double pocket clothing that has cape and two different textures. You can see from the bottom to the top, it has the buttons. And then at the very top, you see that it has the ring as the zipper pull with Elvish script on it. If you know, you know from the movie. And then right down below it, it has the leaf emblem, which I never did take the plastic off because this is such a favorite for me. And then next to it, it has this new piece, which is this miniature bar and stool with green cloves for decor. And it has beer bottles and mugs. It has like little appetizers on the countertop. And then it has these bar stools. Just adorable. If you know the movie, you know that this piece is that part where he comes from saving the world and they're sitting down having a brew. And it just together, it just brings the Shire to life. So this next shelf now is my Lucky Charm. I love this shelf because this one really depicts the St. Patrick's feel. So let's go ahead and break it down. So first we have this Olani exclusive bag with rainbow sequin known as shaved ice. And then we have the St. Patrick's Day hand sanitizer holder of a leprechaun with red beard. Next, it's this leprechaun figurine sitting on a rainbow with a pot of gold at the bottom. And then I decided to just add this little fake cookie that says feeling lucky to complement the rainbow. And then next to that is a leprechaun Mickey. He is a Funko Pop. And I believe all of it together just gives it, like I said, my Lucky Charm shelf. And now for my next shelf. This one is Mickey and Friends Jungle Safari. So here we have Sensational Six, and leading the group is Mickey, Minnie, his dog Pluto, their best friends Donald and Daisy with Goofy, and of course you can't forget Chip and Dale riding on the hood. They're always so mischievous. And then I have it paired with this St. Patrick's Day ceramic green truck with shamrocks front and back. And then in the center is this Jim Shore of Daisy in her St. Patrick's Day dress on top of a rainbow holding a shamrock. And she looks so adorable with her green dress and her red shoes. And then I just added a couple of glittery shamrocks in the front just to add a little bit more dimension to the shelf. And so my next shelf now is also another Tinkerbell shelf, but this one is called Pixie Dust and Company. So here we have this beautiful emerald green sequin mini backpack with pixie dust all over it, and then of course Tinkerbell right in the center. This green is perfect for St. Patrick's Day. And then next to it I have it paired together with this all over print of 4-leaf clover bag of Tinkerbell in all different poses, and she looks so adorable and so festive for St. Patrick's Day. And then just finishing off the shelf in the center, I have this Jim Shore figurine of a 4-leaf clover, bringing it all together. And then this one sign that says Happy St. Patrick's Day. And then we have this Pete's Dragon shelf. This one I will say is one of my favorites, only because I love the movie of Pete's Dragon. So here we have this cosplay of Elliot in this lush emerald green sequin bag with his signature fuchsia hair and wings. And then I paired it with this Thomas Kincaid little cottage figurine that kind of reminded me of Passamaquoddy. And so I thought it would just go perfect with the storyline of Pete's Dragon. And then in the center, coming back again for the second year in a row, I did bring out my Pete's Dragon Elliot 6-inch vinyl figurine. This is a Funko Pop, and it just completely matches the backpack, and it just brings the shelf together. And I loved how it turned out as well. So this next shelf now is of Moana and the Heart of Te Fiti. This one I just kind of put together. It's not from the same story, but it does fit because it does have this green idea of St. Patrick's Day. So we have here first this sequin bag of Moana where she's holding the Heart of Te Fiti. And I decided to put this leprechaun hat on her bag to give it a little bit more of a St. Patrick's Day feel. And then next to her, I went ahead and I fished out this St. Patrick's Day sign. And then, of course, Pascal, because she is green, I paired her next to Moana. And I think the shelf just came out just great. And so this next one now is the Enchanted Tiki Bird shelf. So let's go ahead and just take a look at it a little bit more closer. If you've ever been on the ride, you will notice that this bag have all of the icons from the ride. It has the tropical birds, it has the macaws, flowers, it has tiki gods, totem poles, very Polynesian. I then paired it together with this brass macaw that's on a perch, similar to the birds in the tiki room at the park. And then I did decorate it with these two hibiscus flowers that were given to me by Darling over at Yours Truly Darling's channel. And it just gave it that extra touch. And then in the center, I went ahead and put back this St. Patrick's Day topiary in the shape of Mickey. I got this last year and I brought it back again this year. And it just complemented the shelf. And now we have Princess Merida as an archer. This beautiful figurine paired together with this bag that also has Merida in an archer position and her three little brothers as cubs. And next to them is this Funko Pop of the same stance. And all of them have this fiery red here. She really is the epitome of the word brave. And now coming up, it is our honorable mentions. These bags did not make it to the shelf, but they did make it as part of the St. Patrick's Day shelf. And first up, we have Bugs Life, followed by Monsters, Inc., Mike Wazowski. Next is the Tiana Sequin Princess backpack, paired with Tinkerbell in the Garden of Four-Leaf Clovers. Then we have Safari Mini. Next to her, she's paired up with Mulan Princess Sequin bag. This one is such a gorgeous one. They both complement each other with the green. And lastly, coming up, we have Louis with Ray. And finally, next to Louis, we have this beautiful, gorgeous Keroppi sequin backpack from the Sanrio line. The green just complemented everything that had to do with St. Patrick's Day. Alrighty guys, so that is my St. Patrick's Day for 2026. Let me know if you had a favorite. Let me know if you agree with the choices of the ones that did not make it to the shelves and the one that did make it to the shelves. So without further ado, if you like the content of this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that bell for notifications so you're the first to be notified when I post a video just like this one. And without further ado, I'll see you in my next one. And bye for now.